where calls would just go to air on screen, so you can do what you want, say what you want, be as mysterious, intriguing, or downright strange and rude as you like. And if you want to Skype us, that's a good way of making a contribution, because you don't have to pay for it. Stuart's taken a few pics, and Matt's taken a few pics, which is cool.
Yeah. Sorry, just somebody on Facebook has set up a group, the Tommy and Duncan webcast group, and what I'm trying to do is supply them with a bit of material, a few photos of the gang and stuff like that.
Right, excellent.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, what's going on in the chat rooms then at the moment, Stuart? What are they up to?
We had a discussion about whether or not about Nescafe and sugar puffs, and apparently if you take a few granules of Nescafe and then a few granules of sugar, apparently they taste like sugar puffs. Go figure.
I won't be doing that.
No, I won't be trying that out myself either. Otherwise, LDN Calling wants me to tell his really great Heather Mills joke, which I'll just tell you the punchline, apparently, which was that she didn't have a leg to stand on.
Okay.
The rest of the joke wasn't that
the
funny.
other joke that Jonathan Ross I heard him tell on They Think It's All Over is that did you see what Paul McCartney bought Heather Mills? This was before the split, when they were happily married, whatever that is. And Jonathan Ross said, did you see that Paul McCartney bought, I thought it was really nice, he said he bought her a plane for Christmas. And some imac for her other leg.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking at the time, that has to be cruel.
Why?
Surely. Well, it is
surely,
cruel.
I mean, obviously if that's before the split, after the split, with all the dirty laundry being aired, surely the woman is now setting herself up for all this kind of stuff. She deserves everything she gets.
Well, I
think she needs professional help.
I'm sure she does. I don't know. How did she lose her leg anyway?
Was it a car crash or something?
She was an unlucky cunt.
Let's take a Skype call. Hi, Chris. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How's your system? Let's see.
Got to get that media player down and all. Bloody hell, can I hear anybody?
We got a view, Chris, at the moment of part of what might well be your house. I don't know. Doesn't matter that I should have this camera upside down because your camera's the wrong way around. Can you hear anything at all?
Hello, can you hear me, Tom?
No.
Now, am I behind on it? I'd like to Skype in if I could.
Our
I've
next
only
caller
got
is
79 pence.
Our next caller is Chris on Skype.
I'm whispering like you. Hang on, my house. Hang on, my house. Hyperspace you're on about, Tom.
Where are you?
Hyperspace, visuals.
Where are you Skyping from? Yeah, can you do something visual for me?
Yeah, is that about right?
No, I've lost your picture now.
All right, then.
Oh, sorry, that's my fault. Sorry, I'm doing something in Skype at the same time. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, back again then. They're all in real time.
All right, now
I think we've established contact, haven't we? You know, he was on about visual stuff going on.
I'd like to see. Yeah, can you do something visual?
Yeah.
Go on then.
I've got a handheld microphone here, you know.
Well, that's not visual, is it?
Yeah.
How about some?
He's going to need to stand in front of his camera first.
It just depends on whether microphone's a euphemism for something else.
It'll do my head in when it's you're right, but I see what you mean. Got ya. Right. Shadows, right?
Yeah.
First of all, I'm going to do Richard Nixon for the Americans.
Okay,
and
excellent.
I'm going to transmogrify him into the Dover piece and then into Beelzebub, something like that. What do you reckon?
I'd like to see you go for it.
What time, Matt? How you doing, bud?
Go on, boy.
Fucking hell, no, that's too far beyond.
Are you in a dressing gown there? Is it your performance kimono?
What shall I do? I tell you what, can I have
some
a technical question, please, Stuart, or Matt, or something?
Go on. What's up?
Right, go on then. What else are you doing your shadows, Phil? Phil's doing his shadows. Right, I've got Tommy Boyd, servebeer.com,
yeah.
And I think I'm on Mozilla Firefox, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm in my green underpants.
Our next caller is Chris.
Yeah,
Hi, Chris.
We're working on it, Sam, honestly. Oh, guess it, bro. Oh, fucking hell, look at this. It's going mad up and so. I'm wasting your time, ain't I? I'm a waste of fucking bandwidth, I am.
Let's go to Chris. Our next caller is Chris. No, you got to do something visual. I'll do something visual, like show you what Matt does from time to time when you...
Yeah, every now and then.
What's going on now?
Careful, that was right up his nose, that shot.
Yeah, what?
No, just looking at the status of things on here. You know, we don't want to end up with 6 minutes of adverts to play in the last 5 minutes of the show.
Why not? What difference does it make?
We'd like to end the last 5 minutes of the show with a bit of quality audio and debate.
See, that's how I plan the show. I'm now showing pictures of the running order of the show.
See my notes if you like.
Which is?
That's it. I was going to say you were on its side. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's me like that. And I can do this, which you can't. Okay, ready?
Oh!
Quality. I need to be able to do that.
And as the Russians know, when the devil returns to Earth, he will be known by two things. His cat will walk on its hind legs, and he will move his eyeballs independently. It's a good trick. Can you do anything like that?
No, I can't, no.
No, I can't either.
Now, we need to look at things that we can do on this show that you can't do anywhere else. We can do two things. We can talk about things which the radio authorities and the broadcasting standards people would stop us from doing if we were a regular broadcasting organisation, which I think is fussy, usually, of them. But we can also do things visual. You can't do... Most radio programmes can't do anything visual, can they? Okay. So, I'm looking for creative ideas for visual things that we can do that are also taboo. Now, would you be interested in my impersonations, my genital impersonations? Last Chicken in the Shop, Groucho Marx.
Would you be interested in you showing them?
Yeah, I do Groucho Marx now for you. if you thought it was appropriate and what you wanted to do. All I need is a pair of black-rimmed spectacles. No,
silver. Sorry, you're talking about the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're frightened, aren't you? You're both frightened. I can see you're both frightened because you actually don't want to be in the same room, because you're heterosexual. You don't want to be in the same room as a man whose private parts are being exposed. And I understand that, because I don't want to see yours.
Actually, I'm more shocked that you're willing to put them on the webcam.
I'm not willing to put them on the webcam. I'm saying I'd like to discuss whether or not that kind of thing would be appropriate, amusing, is it gratuitous? I think it's quite funny. Spike Milligan it was who taught me how to do Groucho Marx using just my genitals.
The danger is that it might only be you that finds it funny.
Me and Spike Milligan, those are two reasonably intelligent, and in the case of Spike, very funny men.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
So that worked. But you're not that keen, are you?
And to be honest, I don't have opinion either way. I'd quite happily watch the impersonation, whether I find it funny or not.
Would you watch it from the point of view of being able to do it yourself? If chips were down, you could actually do Groucho Marx using your own private
Not at all.
parts.
I've got no intention of learning how to do impressions of previous famous figures with my private
with
parts.
your genitals. No, not at all.
No
Stuart.
will.
The imagery you've just created. I wasn't really paying attention to the first part of the conversation, I've got to say, but then just saying about Groucho Marx with your genitals, the imagery is just it's too much.
It's not difficult. You use your penis as his nose, and you use your pubic hair as his famous moustache.
Yeah.
And then if you just rest the spectacles on your testes, then you can. It really
you have to turn the camera upside down.
Yeah,
obviously.
it really looks like Groucho Marx, and it's something. It's something you wouldn't get anywhere else. But I don't think it's particularly deep. I mean, I prefer using the freedoms that we have on this medium to do things like talking about freedom of speech and like talking to David Irving, so that at least we can find out what it is he has to say, which is that I believe what he says is that the Holocaust was not necessarily as enormous a mechanism for extermination as people make out. He's not saying that what happened was right, and there were some terrible things done in wartime by the Nazis in particular. Some people would have said we shouldn't have firebombed Dresden in such a terrible way.